All right, good afternoon and welcome guys from Hua Hin, Thailand. Anyway, I've been by this place a couple times and we're gonna check it out. We are at, I can't even say this, I'm sorry, but it's Rajabhakti Park. Anyway, we're gonna look at a little bit of Thai history with some big statues. So let me show you around. This is just outside of Hua Hin. So you can see this is Highway 4 that goes through here. Okay, so we just got here and we parked, and this is what you first see. You see some gift shops and some bathrooms, and then they have a little room over there for all the kings, and you can go in there and read a little bit about them. And they have a shuttle bus that takes you from there up to the top of the hill, which you can see way up there, and that's where the 7 former kings are. Okay, so from left to right you have King Ram Khamhaeng, King Naresuan, King Narai with the pointy hat, and then it's Taksin in the middle, Rama I, Rama IV, and I'm not sure who that is, King Chulalongkorn, Rama V. So they have a place here to for the Thais to come and pray, and then they have a little information about Rama IX. And he's the father of the current Thai king Rama X. Now he has been awarded as one of the greats, but they don't have a statue for him here yet. Up at the top of the hill, they have this area with a nice write-up about each of the Thai kings that are in memorial here. Talks about their military career, what they did, what was important. You know, with the modern ones about modernizing Thailand, entering into treaties with Western governments, stuff like that. And then you go back to Ram Khamhaeng and Naresuan, and talks about them fighting, and keeping Thailand unified. Okay, so here we are at Rajabhakti Park, or however you pronounce it. And it's like the translation means something like the park that the people that love the monarchs built, or something like that. So you have 7 of the Thai kings that have some bronze statues here. Now this part of the park is 9 rai, which is 4.5 acres. And then there's like 3 sections to this park, but this is the most important part. So from left to right, you got King Ram Khamhaeng, that's Naresuan, King Narai, King Taksin in the middle, Rama I, Rama IV, and Rama V. So these are some of the most important kings in Thai's history. So Ram Khamhaeng, on the far left, he is the only king up here from Sukhothai, the first kingdom of Thailand. And he's credited with the Thai alphabet. King Naresuan, he was, I think, born in Lopburi, but he was an Ayutthaya king, and he fought against the Burmese this entire time as king. And he fought against them for like 35 years or something like that. King Narai, same thing. He was an Ayutthaya king. King Taksin right here in the middle. He's the only king of the Thonburi era. So he was in Ayutthaya when the Burmese captured it. He escaped Ayutthaya with 500 men, and then he gathered up more forces and went around the country, got allies, and then he came back and defeated the Burmese in Ayutthaya after 9 months of them capturing the city. And then he unified the country, and then he moved the capital from Ayutthaya to Thonburi because Ayutthaya was too destroyed. Then Rama I, he took over power from King Taksin, and he moved the capital from Thonburi across the river into Bangkok. And he developed this, laid out the city. He also fought against the Burmese, and he eventually defeated the Burmese a second time. They invaded once, and he defeated them, and then they came back through like Kanchanaburi area, and then he defeated them, and they never came back. That was the last time Burma invaded Thailand. Then you have Rama IV. These are more modern kings. These are in the Bangkok era. Rama IV and Rama V. Both of them were influential in developing Thailand. So they did stuff with electricity, foreign trade agreements, railroads, all of that. And then they will put eventually 2 more statues here, I believe. I know Rama I will go up here, and I don't know who they're going to put other than Rama I. Now here's the rest of the park. So this is what you see that if you're looking at the statues. So all of this, it's a huge area, and it's been reserved for the army, so they can have parades. If any dignitaries come to Hua Hin, they can greet them here and have some parades and all of that. This park was started being constructed in 2014, and it was finished in 2015. And it's quite a popular spot for the Thais to come up here. They're up here and they're reading a lot about the Thai history. Okay, just to give you an idea about how gigantic these are. They are massive. And a person's head is just right there, maybe at the top of that little emblem. So these things are huge. Yeah, pretty interesting. It's nice to see that the Thais honor their former kings. These are the ones that kept Thailand as Thailand, because they had a lot of internal strife. You know, like Taksin had city-states basically that would rebel, and he had to send in armies to capture them. King Narai also ran into a lot of issues with that, and his army was quite powerful. He actually established a fort on the Chao Phraya, which was Fort Bangkok at the time, and he sent armies into Burma, and he also invaded like Chiang Mai and Prey and all of that. So there is a lot of history with these kings, and it goes back to the 1200s. You can see here Rama I was 1782 when he was born, and he was king until 1809, or that was his reign, 1782 to 1809. So with the size of this place, they have some free shuttle buses that bring you up from the parking lot up to the statues. So this place is gigantic. You can just see kind of the area around, and then there's the statues. All right, guys, so that finishes up a quick little tour of this park. It's just right over here, just outside of Hua Hin a little bit. And it's worth a look. It's really interesting for the Thais. So, you know, there's people that watch my videos from everywhere that are Thai also, so it's good for them. It's a great piece of Thai history. So hopefully you like this. If you did, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and share it with your friends, and leave me a comment if you've been here before, or if you think these statues are interesting, tell me that also. And if you want to see something different, let me know. So as always, guys, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.